This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. Now I got to get onto this, man. And I have to talk about this. See, this is the stuff that I'm talking about when I say the black boxing community, they have an issue. Why are now they're running with this tearing Floyd Mayweather up and Gervonta Tank Davis? I'm getting sick and tired of getting sick and tired. Hino's Sport is the ultimate truth teller out here in these YouTube streets, so I have to render the cold-hearted, the unadulterated, and the cutthroat truth-telling fashion. I'm getting sick and tired of getting sick and tired. Gervonta Tank Davis is a fighter under Mayweather Promotions. No matter how much you guys think you're going to try to tear this shit up, Floyd Mayweather is Money Mayweather for a reason. Let me say it again. Floyd Mayweather is Money Mayweather for a reason. He understands that Gervonta Tank Davis is where them dollars is at the 135-pound division. So all of this antics, you see them going back and forth, a lot of this time, this shit is publicity stunt shit, man. It's not real. And I don't know why people are sitting here falling for the antics of this bullshit. It's publicity stunt. It's to get you guys talking. This is the problem when you're dealing with a bunch of people that are not three-dimensional thinkers. I told you, there's one of us every 1,000 miles. Let me say it again. This is the problem when you're dealing with people that are not three-dimensional thinkers. There's one of us every 1,000 miles. Why is the black community boxing fan base trying to tear up fighters? They did this with Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis. They did this with Clarissa Shields. You know what I'm saying? And it's annoying. It's sickening, man. They always have to try to tear motherfuckers down. They did this shit with Andre Ward. I thought being black and having a pro-black movement was about supporting all black fighters, regardless if you agree or disagree, man, because everybody's not going to agree with what you're doing. You can't strong arm people into seeing things your way, because when you do that, what that becomes is a cult. Let me say it again. You can't strong arm people into seeing things your way, because when you do that, that's a cult. It's a cult-like following, and people need to understand that cults is not where it's at. Cult-like following is not where it's at. People have to be independent thinkers out here. This is why Hino's Sport is an independent channel, man, and I operate independently. Because I'm a leader. I'm not a follower. So I'm never going to follow. Let me say it again. I'm a leader. I'm not a follower, and I'm never going to follow. I don't even know what that word means. I only follow one person, that's the man above. And if there's a mentor that's in my life that I have to follow for that period of time, because that mentor is bringing something to my leadership skill that's going to take me to the next level, then I will follow. But the man above has to present that. Other than that, I ain't following. The problem with 97% of the people out here in this planet, they are followers. They're not leaders. They're not abundance mindset thinkers. They are scarcity mindset thinkers. And cult-like followings, cult-like leaders like to basically, how should I say this? Put themselves and position themselves and prey on the weak. It's sickening, it's sad, but it's the truth. You can't tell me that you're going to try to tear up Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis because they don't see eye to eye. That's Rudy Poor plum brain stuff. That's classic Doden Troglodyte stuff. That's ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric stuff. Hino's Sport has to roll this thing out on the red carpet, man. If I don't address this, then I'm not the ultimate truth teller. And I need to throw my title out the damn door. Let me say it again. If I don't address this, I'm not the ultimate truth teller. And I have to throw my ultimate truth telling out the door. Here's the cold-hearted, the unadulterated, and the cutthroat truth teller fashion. Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis are going to continue to work with one another. Do they see eye to eye on everything? No. Does Gervonta Tank Davis has discipline issues? Yes. Does Gervonta Tank Davis has issues where you would want him to be more of a student of the game? Yes. But here's the problem. Black community boxing fan base. Everybody ain't Floyd Mayweather. Everybody didn't pick up boxing from freaking 1 year old out of the damn womb. Everybody didn't have a Floyd Mayweather senior that was an egomaniac that was basically saying, you gonna shoulder your role, you gonna shoulder roll since you crawling. It wasn't like that for Gervonta Tank Davis. A lot of these guys, they come out of the hood, they come out of the projects, and they trying to make something for themselves. And for Gervonta Tank Davis to get where he's at, that's a success in of itself. And we have to get behind that and build that shit up. Do you know how many people come out of the hood? Do you know how many people come out of the project and they don't make it where Gervonta Tank Davis made it? That's a success. We got to get behind these brothers when they're doing successful stuff. I'm not saying we can't hold them accountable, but there has to be a limit. There has to be a cap off to the accountability. Because when you constantly are deriding somebody, you're constantly chiding somebody, you're constantly belittling somebody, you're constantly getting after somebody, now you're not building your brother up, you're tearing them down. Let me say it again. When you're constantly chiding after somebody, you're constantly getting after somebody, and you're constantly basically going against them, we can't tell no difference between you and Uncle Toms and Coons. We expect this from the Uncle Toms. We expect this from the Coons. But we don't expect this from pro-black movements. We don't expect this. Because if you govern yourself under pro-black movement and your symbolism is supposed to showcase something higher than the norm, it's supposed to have a spiritual symbolic meaning behind it, then you're supposed to be behind all of these guys. You can't strong arm who you want and then basically shit on who you don't want. Let me say it again. You can't strong arm who you want and then shit on who you don't want. That's nonsense, man. These are black fighters. See, me, I'm a pro-black fighter person. I'm going to be about my own. Because the Mexican community fan base, they don't apologize when they're about their own. The European community fan base, they don't apologize when they're about their own. And every other fight fan base, they don't apologize when they're about their own. So why does He Knows the Sport got to apologize about rooting for elite black fighters or black fighters in general? I'm not going to apologize about that. But I'm also not going to tear them down. This shit right here is some Jim Crow bullshit, man. This shit right here is what we call house nigga, field nigga type shit. When we sitting here, and when I say we, I'm talking about in general, the black community tearing one fighter down to bring another fighter up. Or splitting them, divide and conquer. That's masses doing, man. Of dividing and conquering. That's that slavery mindset. And when black people showcase this stuff, they're showcasing the mental bondage that they have. Let me say it again. When black people showcase this stuff, they're showcasing the mental bondage that they have. And they don't realize that. And it's nonsensical. First, Devin Haney and Devin Haney and freaking Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather. Enough is enough, man. And we got to learn to be sick and tired when we got to learn to be sick and tired. Because what makes you any different than a reverse bias, aka detractor, aka pander, i.e. Coons, Uncle Toms, and racist motherfuckers? There's no difference there when you're doing this. As a matter of fact, this is even worse. Because you're being racist against your own. You going against your own. That's even worse, man. And that's what's wrong in the black community, especially the black boxing community fan base. I've been noticing this for a while. Gervonta Tank Davis is an elite boxer. If we have an issue with his discipline, we address that. We talk about it. We say it in videos. Then once we say what we have to do, we say our piece, we're fucking done with it. This man sat here and bum bash Ivan Redcat to prove a point to you guys. Don't disrespect Gervonta Tank Davis and put respect on Gervonta Tank Davis's name. That was the message he was trying to send. Nah, y'all gotta keep going. You see Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis, they're at an impasse. Are they really at an impasse? Did Floyd Mayweather come out of his mouth and really say that him and Gervonta Tank Davis have issues? No. Because last time I checked, Gervonta Tank Davis is under Mayweather Promotions. Last time I checked, Leonard Ellaby is still the CEO. And until we know that Gervonta Tank Davis has officially left Mayweather Promotions, then there's nothing to talk about here. This is sad, man, but He Knows the Sport had to address this. I had to get serious for a second. No incendiary words. I just had to get on my own. Because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, man. This is nonsense. Or like they say in Africa, nonsense, man. When is enough going to be enough? We need to get behind these fighters, man. Because I don't see the Mexican community fan base doing this bullshit. I don't see the European fan base doing this bullshit. But us, we always got to do this fuck shit. We always got to tear one down to build one up. I like Devin Haney. But I'm not going to tear Gervonta Tank Davis at the expense of Devin Haney. Or I'm not going to do it the other way around. Tear Devin Haney at the expense of Gervonta Tank Davis. No, I'm building both of those brothers up. Because they both are good at what they do. Devin Haney's strength is his work ethic. Gervonta Tank Davis' strength is his talent. As a matter of fact, I would be saying, why don't y'all work with each other more so y'all can bring out each other's weaknesses more and turn those into strengths? That's the right way to go about it. Instead of sitting here tearing people down. The black boxing community fan base are responsible for the shit they did to Adrian Broner. You guys need to be held responsible for that. Because y'all tore this motherfucker apart. He was already dealing with mental issues. He was already dealing with mental problems. He was already dealing with mental psychosis. A lot of shit that goes over you guys' heads because you guys don't work in the field, so you don't even understand half of the shit that I'm talking about. You guys tore this motherfucker apart. A guy that was already being torn apart mentally. Now y'all trying to do this shit to Tank? I mean, come on. Enough is enough, man. And y'all got to learn to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. And if y'all not about building y'all community up, then don't promote pro-black movement. Because to me, that's bullshit. And that's all I got to say. This is Hino's Sport. Checking out.